Coffee and welcome back to Healthy Living. It's only 5 weeks away, the countdown to Guam's premier running event, the Guam International Marathon. KUAM's Chris Barnett attended last week's press conference and gives you a sneak peek of what to expect this year.
The road to the Guam International Marathon continued today as the GIM held a beach-themed press conference at the Pacific Islands Club to bring the public up to speed on some of the things that'll make this year's event bigger than last year's, including an increase in off-island runners competing in the different races GIM has to offer.
Well, you know, we're looking for a bigger participation number than we had last year. Last year we had around 1,500 runners come from overseas, most of them from Japan. We had about 1,000 runners come from Japan. We're expecting that number to grow somewhat. We all know that Japan visitor arrivals have been relatively flat, so we're hoping we can see a little bit of growth there. We've got a big contingency of runners that come out of Korea. And we've seen this year that we've seen more interest coming out of Taiwan and Hong Kong. So that number is probably double what it was last year. So maybe as much as 200, 250 runners from Taiwan and Hong Kong. I'm hearing a rumor that we might have some Kenyans that are coming from the Philippines. A couple of Kenyan runners that live in the Philippines are interested in coming over. And these guys are very world-class, they're world-class runners. So we might have those folks joining us. And of course, we always have very fast runners come from Japan and Korea. I mean, these guys are world-class in their own right. So yeah, I think we're going to have a great turnout with those type of athletes.
Ferguson also broke the news that 2000 Sydney Olympic gold medalist and GIM ambassador Naoko Takahashi will be on hand for the GIM Expo April 8th through 9th to conduct a running clinic. The expo will also feature a plethora of fun and fit activities to kick off GIM weekend, with other new GIM features this year, including a light show, fiesta, cheering, and cooling stations. Ferguson says the hard work put in by the GIM and its partners will definitely pay off come race weekend.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway for me is, again, the tremendous level of support that we're receiving from members of the media, which we really appreciate that. You're vital to our mission in promoting the event, but the level of support that we've received from our governmental agencies and all of our sponsors and everybody that really makes the event happen.
With the finishers' beach party, GIM runners will have so much to look forward to after they cross the finish line, including a new tradition, the GIM dip. I dip, you dip, we dip, in which runners will be encouraged to take off their shoes and dip their tired feet in the beautiful waters of Ipao Beach, highlighting the one-of-a-kind scenery Guam has to offer, something GVB General Manager Nate DeKnight says will definitely put Guam on the sports tourism map.
Because that's what Guam is known for. So we just continue to support GVB events like this, the Guam International Marathon, the Coco Race, the Tour of Guam, all these different sports events just to really brand Guam as a sports tourism paradise.
And with the announcement today that the GIM is officially a qualifier for the Boston Marathon, GIM officials hope international attention to and participation in GIM will only increase over the years. Remember, GIM registration ends April 5th, and you can register online at guaminternationalmarathon.com.
Thanks, Chris. Now here's an update from our KUAM news team on their personal journeys to GIM.
The training has just really started. I did my first long run just this week, 6 miles, not bad considering my first half marathon. I couldn't even run a 5K.
I'm running the half marathon. I ran the half marathon for another race last year, and that was my first one. And it was just really fun, and I just want to try to beat my time from last year and just have fun.
It's going really good. I ran a 5K Saturday, and then I did a couple miles a couple days before that. I think I ran a total about 8-9 miles last week.
I'm pretty much like going jogging a little bit, and I pace myself. Even though it's just a 5K and I'm not doing like the marathon or anything like that, a little bit of pacing helps always.
What I'm looking forward to for this half marathon is just to make my personal best. My best advice for anyone doing their first half marathon or any long distance running is just to start. The hardest part is starting.
Another challenge for me is trying not to psych myself out. Last year when I did the 10K for GIM and another half marathon, I was really nervous because I guess the anticipation leading up to it. So my goal is just to relax more and not to think about trying to finish too fast, but just finishing overall.
I get tired really quickly, but I mean with the music, the playlist we've been playing on I-94 has been keeping me pumped up. I love the feeling at the end. Like after you're finished, you feel really, I don't know, it's like you're on a adrenaline kind of rush. so it feels good.
You can do it. That's my advice to you. I mean, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I didn't run anything, you know what I mean? I mean, it was a struggle for me to even walk a mile and, you know, doing 3-mile runs. I'm really proud of myself, and if I could do it, you could do it too.
Don't forget to post your pictures online with the hashtag GIM training for our social media promo. Here's this week's winner. Stay tuned because up next, Jason Stallis shaves his head in honor of childhood cancer. We're back after the break.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.